Oh, hey. You want to hear a story? There once was a boy who sat in a pre-algebra class behind Steve Meyer and his friend. One day, after they all completed their work, he decided to read his book. While reading, he overheard the conversation Stephen was having with his friend.
It was pretty weird though. It was that thing yesterday.
He heard a mention of a purple feather, and being curious, he asked what that was. The two of them whipped back their heads in surprise. The teacher jumped out of his seat.
What did you just say?
The teacher was trembling. Our young boy didn't think anything of it, and repeated himself. I asked him what the purple feather was that they were talking about. His teacher rushed across the room and picked him up by the collar and told him,
Principal's office. Now. I don't ever want to see your face again.
He made his way down into the main office and sat down on the couch in front of the big man's office.
What are you here for?
Asked Mr. Clark, the guidance counselor. Well, I was sitting in math class and I was reading this book when this guy, Stephen, and his friend were talking about purple feather. So I asked what that was. My teacher got really mad at me and told me to come here and that he never wanted to see me again. Infuriated, Mr. Clark threw up his desk and ran out of the office. Our young boy was left more confused and more angry, but mostly confused. The principal poked his head out of his door and waved for our boy to enter. The principal was a burly man with a large goatee but with a soft smile.
So what are you here for?
He asked. Well, I was sitting in math class and I was reading my book when this guy Stephen and his friend were talking about this purple feather, so I asked what that was. The teacher got really mad at me and told me to come here and that she never wanted to see me again. So I ran down here and Mr. Clark asked why I was here. So I told him and he threw up his desk and ran out of the office. And now I'm here. The principal is brought back and he took a moment to think. In this moment, his face grew red and he slammed his fist onto the desks. He was furious.
I don't know where you went wrong, boy. I want you out of my office and out of my school, and I never want to see you here again.
So our boy walked outside and sat down on the steps in front of the school.